To the show. I'm Rex. Unprecedented times, and we've decided to change the format of our show. Now, keeping the theme with our solutions for small business, we know that any solutions that we had planned to work on just really didn't fit with the times. Our dedication then is to all of the small businesses out there that really need support right now. That's what we're going to dedicate the next 6 months of our programming to. If you have any ideas that you'd like to have on the show, please leave us a message, get in touch, go to our social media site. That would be fantastic. And we'll do our best to get either you or your solution, your thoughts in front of others so they can take advantage of that during this time. Look, I want to do, just before I get too started and too into this, I want to do a little bit of a call out for first responders, and their needs are just as big as any of ours. And in fact, without them, there's no one to come to our door and take care of our emergencies. So I'd like to call out to all of you. If you have an auto body shop or anything like a woodworking or anything like that, where you might have breathing protection, personal protection, that's what they need right now. So personal protective equipment, PPE, as you might have heard it referred to, that's what they need urgently right now. So I encourage you to contact your local first responders, see what they need and see how you can get it to them. Let's take care of them. Now, moving on, I want to help small businesses move into an emergency response to their small business, really their community, corporate or otherwise. The response has been a humanitarian response, and those that are doing a really great job out there, and there are many, have focused on the human impact to this pandemic, and so will we. That will be our focus, and focus on containing the spread of that virus, that disease. That should be our primary response, containing. Now, I want to put a bit of identification to this. This is what it looks like, and that's what we're trying to contain. So we want to stop the spread. I know that impacts a lot of you, and your small businesses no doubtly started to look at what those impacts are. And for many, if you're still trading, that's fantastic. If you're not, you've already made that choice. Now, it doesn't mean that that's where it needs to stop. And I encourage you that if you have decided that the position of the company doesn't make sense, let's stick to it in this sense. You've got time now, you're isolated. Let's try and find a back end to this. There will be an end to this. One day we will look at this and say, that was awful. So for right now, we need to isolate. We need to get away from other people. We don't know for how long. There are many people telling us many different things right now. I encourage you, this is what we need to do right now. Whatever plans you have, we need to put them on hold. And let's do what we can to come together, support one another. These are extremely difficult times, and everybody's in it together. Now, if you're suffering from a physical or even an emotional difficulties right now, I encourage you, there is help out there. Now, the offices are empty for the most part. Now, there are some people that are still working, but for the most part, we've emptied our offices and emptied our stadiums, and that's a good thing. If you haven't been encouraged to do that, you really need to expand your repertoire of where you're getting your news from, because that is the overwhelming consensus. This is not a hoax, and all kidding and politics aside, Waterville is now all but shut down. We need to protect the vulnerable right now. We need to look after those people that are most susceptible to dying from this virus. We need to lock them away, give them a new way to connect with the family. Let's show grandma and grandpa how to do video, connect them with all their family, all their friends. We're going to need to figure out how to be compassionate during this if We're going to get through this together. We need to figure out how to do virtual hugs and reach out to those in need right now of support. The business, I encourage you all to reach out to your business associates, your customers, most importantly, your staff. Make sure everyone is safe and have those conversations. You don't need to tell them exactly where your business is going to be. Perhaps you know, but just reach out, be encouraging, but understand that things aren't going to be up for a lot of people. And you don't need to go to them and try to make a sales call. You just need to be there for them and be there to lift them up off their keypad and help them through this, just like we're going to try and help you through this right now. Now, on a positive note, it looks like our logistics are working. Our automations are working in logistics, and that is a wonderful piece of news that we need to grab onto. We need supplies to keep moving to help the first responders, the people that are dealing with this on our behalf to contain the virus and take care of that. So we want these things to keep moving, our food and so forth. There's going to be trillions of dollars spent to help our economies around the globe. And those plans are well underway. I want you to focus on your small piece of the pie, if you're a small business owner, to contribute. And contributing first with people, and second, we, over the coming days and weeks, will have a number of helpful solutions for you and your small business to help you to innovate, to help you to keep the wheels on the bus, as it were, to keep, if possible, your business moving while we turn this thing around and get in front of this terrible pandemic and virus. So rest assured, we will get back to it one day. We will get back to perhaps a new normal in a new day. And you'll get to go to those season games that I'm sure you enjoy, and life will get back to normalcy. So I encourage you to take those steps, take those measures to protect yourself, protect the people that you love. And that's when we get to the end of this, what we'll find was the most important contribution you can make to your small business, to your community. All right, so that's all the time we have for today. I wanted to make it quick, short, and sharp, and tell you that what we're working on right now are more solutions for your business to help us all navigate through these most difficult times. Coming up, we're going to have Dr. Zach with some better ergonomics, and you've got a sore back like I do. So we'll have Dr. Zach on the show just to help us through some of those mobility issues that you might be having. I'm also working on innovative techniques, which are much different in a crisis than you might normally have used. So I'll bring some psychologists on the show to help us navigate through some exercises. All right, that's all for now. And thanks for joining
Business Cash with Rex.